Yeah, the move. Whatever hand you hit, you move to that side. Left hook, pound.
One more.
You gotta think of throwing punches. Your job is to throw punches. I want him to throw the punches through the guy, not after hit the guy, just boom, not with the full force. So I was showing him how to throw the full force without bringing your hand way back and throwing the punch. So I showed him short distance punching.
So what am I bringing differently? I wouldn't say a new mindset, but definitely like a new perspective. But ultimately, everything new has to lead to a win. So yeah, that's what I'm focused on right now, just winning.
Anthony Joshua is now training with Mike Tyson himself, moving like he's unlocking hidden boss-level upgrades straight from the Iron Mike manual.
This is another neck exercise that I got from Mike Tyson. A lot of wrestlers do this. Quite dangerous, actually. Physios don't like this type of stuff, but it's good for neck conditioning. It's called neck bridges. And it's flexibility and strength at the same time. So it's a really good exercise.
The crazy part is this. AJ isn't just watching old Tyson highlights. He's actually doing those old school neck and shoulder workouts that made Tyson look like he was built to run through anything in front of him. Anthony Joshua has also been studying classic Cus D'Amato principles. Sharp head movement, fast explosive entries, and that tight, coiled power Tyson mastered. AJ is mixing those old techniques with his modern style as he gets ready for Jake Paul. Then Mike Tyson stepped in with real veteran advice, reminding AJ he's already an incredible fighter. Tyson kept it simple. Stay active, stay sharp, and let momentum build your confidence. And AJ is taking that message seriously. His training looks less like normal preparation and more like he's trying to upgrade himself completely.
Do you give to somebody like AJ?
That he has a lot of talent and not to get discouraged. He only loses when he quits. When you quit, all the doors of opportunities close. You know what I mean? You have to be game. And then don't get discouraged if you lose. Listen, you just lost. You may have got $30 million. I just think the more time you lay off, the worse you get. You have to fight.
Right after AJ's segment, we shift to Sean Porter, who walks in sounding like a fire alarm for the boxing world. He literally goes, "Uh-oh," like he's narrating a disaster movie. And we're both thinking the same thing. He actually said Jake Paul could knock out Anthony Joshua with the same confidence someone uses when predicting rain because the sky looks dark. Then Porter switches gears and becomes the brutally honest uncle at the family barbecue. He says AJ sometimes forgets to actually throw punches. And if he does that against Jake, the whole world will scream rigged louder than Twitter after a bad scorecard. But suddenly he flips it again, praising Jake's right hand like it's a superhero weapon and hyping up Larry Wade for building Jake's conditioning like he's tuning up a high-speed race car.
For all that being said, if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do against Jake Paul, the world's going to say Jake Paul fixes his fights. Jake Paul, the fight, boxing's rigged and all the other kind of stuff. I just had that conversation with somebody that knew me the other night. Oh, you ain't gonna have to say nothing, but boxing rigged, ain't it? I was like, yo, listen, I ain't never had nobody tell me to do or not do anything. Mark my words. If Anthony Joshua doesn't win that fight, and if it doesn't look like he's pulling the trigger, everybody's gonna say it's rigged.
But the funniest twist happens when Porter hears AJ is training with U16. He instantly changes from Jake has a real chance to, yeah, that might be a problem. You, me, everyone watching, we all feel it. Porter just laid out the perfect blueprint for chaos in this fight. Somehow he made the whole situation even more hilarious and more dangerous at the same time. Jumping out of Porter's warning siren moment, we drop right into Andrew Tate, who talks about Jake versus AJ like he accidentally walked into a superhero crossover. And we're sitting here thinking, this man prepared a whole roast about Jake fighting older, smaller guys, only for Jake to suddenly jump weight classes like he clicked New Game Plus.
That Jake Paul's had in the past. We just ain't seen it when he stepped up against boxers, against, that next level. But he has that right hand. So, right hand lands, he wins. Honestly, it's weird. He has a chance. Shout out to Coach Larry Wade. That's my guy.
Oh, I love Larry.
Love Coach Wade.
Tate had to throw out half his jokes because Jake went from fighting cruiserweights to challenging a human skyscraper. And even Tate had to respect it. Yumi, everyone watching felt that shift when a man who built his brand on calling people out suddenly said, "All right, fair play." That's a guts. And the funny part is Tate keeps repeating that he can't even hate Jake anymore. Like he's trying to return a joke because it doesn't fit now. Jake went from being Tate's punchline to Tate telling him good luck, brother, in one announcement. Then Tate goes deeper and basically upgrades Jake's whole resume. He tells everyone Jake isn't just a YouTuber. He's a real fighter with real size, a real camp, and real goals.
Was going to be a dig at Jake Paul for fighting older people or smaller people. But now he's fighting AJ. So complete respect, huge respect to Jake Paul. I have nothing bad to say about Jake. Everything I was going to say, I can no longer say. So fair play to him. He's a brave man. He believes in himself. And I wish him and AJ a fantastic fight, and I hope they both come out without it.
We're sitting there like, bro, Tate just became Jake's LinkedIn endorsement. Then he says the quiet truth out loud. Money matters, but courage matters more. Most people talk online. Jake signed up to fight a heavyweight who punches like he's trying to erase mistakes from history. And Tate suddenly sounds like the responsible uncle wishing both men stay safe. Because behind all the jokes and hype, heavyweight punches don't care about storylines. When Tate says he respects both fighters, that's experience talking. And this matchup just keeps getting crazier while we watch from the front row. Coming out of Tate's surprise moment, we slide straight into Wade Plemons' breakdown. And suddenly it feels like we're inside a behind...
Jake Paul was preparing for Anthony Joshua by sparring the guy that Anthony Joshua was about to fight in Cassius Chaney. This gentleman right here, who was 24-3 from B More, a.k.a. the DMV. Apparently, Jake brought him into camp.
Who's the opponent that you were supposed to fight this weekend? He's in Jake Paul's camp. Who's that?
Yeah.
Is he here? Jake Paul's camp. What's his name?
Cassius.
Okay. And where was that supposed to be? In
Already
Rio?
whooped that ass. Sorry, Cassius.
Oh, damn. Where was that supposed to be?
He got a broken knee right now.
the scenes documentary of Jake Paul, realizing, okay, this is real. You and I are watching this thinking Jake really turned a Netflix special into a full science experiment. Wade starts questioning whether he underestimated Jake. I'm right there agreeing, because one moment Jake is flying around the world like he's on a victory tour, and the next he's building a camp full of giants who look like they warm up by lifting small trucks. Wade calls them secret weapons, but let's be honest, these guys look like final bosses. Standing next to them, Jake looks like an intern trying to get hired at Heavyweight Industries. Still, you've got to give him credit. The man is sparring monsters, and acting like cardio isn't stressed about it.
This is insane stuff. This picture, I guess, was on his story, but Ring Magazine also posted on their Twitter. Jake Paul sparring in the gym with heavyweights Jared Big Baby Anderson, Frank Sanchez, and Lawrence Okoli to prepare for his fight against Anthony Joshua next month. Now, this picture is fucking insane. Number one, you do have legitimate heavyweights there. Frank Sanchez, probably the most legitimate of them all right now, the Cuban Flash, is 25-1 with 18 knockouts. He did get beat by Cabiel, but he's a legit heavyweight. Sorry, ads are going crazy.
We're sitting there like, bro, Tate just became Jake's LinkedIn endorsement. Then he says the quiet truth out loud. Money matters, but courage matters more. Most people talk online. Jake signed up to fight a heavyweight who punches like he's trying to erase mistakes from history. And Tate suddenly sounds like the responsible uncle wishing both men stay safe. Because behind all the jokes and hype, heavyweight punches don't care about storylines. When Tate says he respects both fighters, that's experience talking. And this matchup just keeps getting crazier while we watch from the front row. Coming out of Tate's surprise moment, we slide straight into Wade Plemons' breakdown. And suddenly it feels like we're inside a behind-the-scenes documentary of Jake Paul, realizing, okay, this is real. You and I are watching this thinking Jake really turned a Netflix special into a full science experiment. Wade starts questioning whether he underestimated Jake. I'm right there agreeing.